Hey everyone, this video is going to be slightly different as I'm bringing back my response videos because I don't really have anything to discuss yet. Today we're going to be making a response video to Votonymous' video about Jason being better than Springtrap, and once you watch this dude, you seriously feel bad for his neighbors because all they see is some raving lunatic inside his car screaming at his camera. Alright, enough wasting time, let's get started. I'm going to skip over to his points about Springtrap and try to break them down the best I can.
Jason's projectile is actually a projectile. You throw it, it goes across the map, it's actually good, it's reliable. Springtrap's projectile is very short range. You're kind of fucked because if you hit a certain, oh my god, if you go to certain loops, or better yet, if a survivor has, let's just say, life, any exhaustion perk, if they have any exhaustion perk and they use it successfully as Springtrap, what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I mean, seeing how he's faster without his axe and depending on what perks you have, it's honestly not really that bad. Let's say you have batteries included and you're in Garden of Joy as an example because the main building becomes a death trap when that top gen is done. Depending on where they go, you can easily catch up to them with or without his add-ons, and you don't really want to be having your axe on you at all times anyway due to how slow it makes you.
And I've seen people who are like, Votonymous, Springtrap has better chase potential than Jason. Where? You're gonna sit here and say, oh, but Dylan, the orbitals. You chuck it, it falls, and it lands on the survivor. First of all, Ben, that's not always reliable. You're kind of taking a fucking guess there. And second of all, how many fucking loops do you know are completely open? And what I mean by that, take a look around. What do you see? You see trees. If Springtrap was chasing me right now and there was a pallet right here, he would be able to get his orbital because his fucking axe will hit the tree.
Yeah, no, I agree with him there because Springtrap's chase potential is absolute dog shit. And you never even want to go for orbitals anyway because even if they may seem worth it, it doesn't really do anything in the long run. So you're kind of just screwing yourself over there.
So take a look at the trees and notice that he's not going to be able to get his shot. So you can't do that. And God forbid, if you're in an indoor map, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Say your prayers. You're not going to be able to get your fucking orbital.
I'm not sure if this is exactly what he's saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Indoor maps are by far Springtrap's best type of map due to the doors and how easily he can traverse through gens without needing to hulk it through to the other side of the map. Now, I know there's a caveat to this, as some of his doors spawn in weird locations, but not only can you see your door's aura, but they can also point you to the nearest gen, so you get less risk for a higher reward.
Okay, so, and you know what, too? I think the way that Jason's projectile works, it makes the survivor launch, right? And in some cases that could be bad, but in some cases that could be really good because you could get the survivor to launch into a wall and then you could follow it up with an M1 or maybe if you're lucky enough, you know your surroundings and you throw the damn projectile and you're right by another projectile so you reload and you throw it again.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, but survivors aren't going to loop Jason in areas where there's a scrap pile around. And plus, Jason is slow as hell base movement speed. With Springtrap, you can throw the axe to damage the survivor, and depending on your add-ons too, you can either catch up to them faster, see their aura when they remove the axe, or block the exit gate and be able to grab them out. Jason has the same add-on, but it's kind of useless as the survivors are still able to crawl out the exit gate while he's in the cooldown animation.
And then don't even get me started on the cameras. Did you know, fun fact, that Springtrap can actually throw his axe and destroy a door so that a camera can't spot him? Why would you do that?
Well, like I said, he's faster without the axe, and having his aura revealed for an ungodly amount of time honestly sucks, but he does have a point later that I do agree with because it's stupid how they did this.
So, That's great. Also, there's no way for Springtrap, hardly ever, to do the door grabs. So a survivor comes through a door. Springtrap goes through the same door. He gets to grab the survivor. Insta-down. That hardly... Jesus Christ, give me powers. Happens! That hardly happens. Ever. Because nobody's going to teleport through the door. You don't even... You use the camera outside of the Who does that? Oh my god! Okay, I'm fine. Who designed this crap?
After that amazing owl impression, I will say he is right that survivors have no incentive on using the doors, and having them use the cameras on the outside of the doors is extremely stupid, as not only does it look weird, but behavior didn't use the horrors of the office to their advantage. If survivors were able to go inside the office and use like an audio lure to move away Springtrap to any part of the map, and Springtrap could see that they're in the office, it would be like FNAF all over again, and much better than what we have now, but nope, instead we have what we have now.
So there's a lot that Springtrap has that's just, well, in his kit you could say it's meaningless! So they need to fix it. So why? Knowing all this, why would I want to play Springtrap when I could just play his upgrade? Jason Voorhees. Why would I want to do it? For aura, I guess. I love Springtrap, I really do. And he's my main. He's my main! I'm complaining because he's my main. And I'm still going to play him. But...
We're going to give us some time to cool off there, and I'm going to explain my reasoning as to why Jason is actually weaker than Springtrap. Okay, Jason is faster than Springtrap when it comes to map traversal, yes. But that comes at the cost of having him locked in set exit locations with pallets, doors, and windows, which makes it a little tedious when you're trying to sneak up on survivors doing generators. Springtrap, on the other hand, whenever he uses security doors, he can walk from point A to B and arrive at his location and have somewhat of a head start when chasing survivors. And yes, I know there's this pre-run problem, but if you use another door near a generator, it has the same effect, so... Another point I would like to bring up is the fact that Jason has to physically reload on his projectiles on set places around the map. So unless you want to risk tearing down your hooks just to throw shit at survivors and might not even guarantee a hit, why bother? Springtrap, you're able to recall his axe after a certain time and you're able to throw it again. Sure, Jason's shots are more accurate, but with Springtrap you get way more chances, and on the flip side he's faster without his axe, and with Jason he's the same speed. In the end, these are just my opinions, and as a fellow Springtrap main myself, I would love to throw ideas around with this guy and see what he thinks, and vice versa. Well, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button in order to never miss another video from me again. Stay awesome, guys.